everyone. Welcome back for another episode of Coffee Break with Melissa. It's me, Melissa, and we are on location again. Are you guys excited? I'm here with the lovely Miss Johanna Robertson.
Hi.
She is a fictive fictive relative to a sibling group through our agency. And if I hadn't said it previously, September is Fictive Kin Awareness Month. So we want to spend some extra time honoring and celebrating our caregivers who not only are doing the job, but you're doing it. Another layer to it is the fact that you're not biologically related.
Correct, I'm not.
Yes. And that it doesn't take away, that's not to take away the importance, because what did you tell me the kids call you?
TT.
Mm-hmm.
They think they don't know the difference if I am related to them by blood or not. So.
Yeah, and you know what? I have adopted nephews too. I know what that's like to care so much about someone that you just take them in and consider them, just like family. So that's wonderful. So we always start off talking about our drinks, and I haven't even tried this one yet, so I can't wait to see what Phil made.
Okay.
Phil and Rachel made. So let's see. Go ahead, let's try it.
Delicious.
Oh my goodness. Cheers. I agree. It's so good. And I asked, so what did you ask for? What are you drinking?
A caramel latte?
Mm-hmm. Yep. And that's what I usually copy off the guest guys. I don't feel like being creative sometimes when it comes to drinks, because I like trying something different. And I drink lattes a lot, as you all know, but caramel, that's a different twist for me, and I like it. And I asked Phil, can you go a little light on the caramel, because I just had a French vanilla cappuccino this morning. So this is my, I need a little less sugar, and perfect sweetness. Thank you. Another successful beverage for me.
Yeah, that's a plus. I don't think I often get a drink that I don't need to add or subtract from, and this one is spot on.
Isn't that's a blessing, honestly, where you're not fake liking it is really, really good. So thank you. Really, really good. Okay, so can you tell our viewers how you ended up in this role?
Okay.
And how old, whatever you want to say, how old, how many, how long it's been, things like that.
Okay. Well, I was at work one day and I wasn't feeling well. And I came home early, and the children's mom was standing on the front porch asking me to take her kids. So it was not something that I was in the market of doing or had any experience in doing. It was just random. At the time, it was just 2 that she wanted me to take, which were 6 and 3. 2 boys, her only 2 boys. And then 3 months into it, on a visit, the caseworker was doing transport, and when she dropped my 2 off, one of the biological siblings was still with them to be the last person to drop off. And she came inside to say goodbye, and she hadn't seen me in a while, and just poured all of her emotions and bad story onto us, myself and the caseworker. And we both looked at each other in agreement that she needed to be moved. And the following Monday, she was here. So that gave me 3.
How old is that young lady?
11.
11, okay.
And then 3 weeks ago, their mom gave birth to a new baby. And when she was 5 days old, they took her. They were going to take her to a stranger. And although I feel like I'm too old for a baby, a little baby, I didn't want to see the baby separated from her siblings. So I called the caseworker and asked, can you please bring me the baby? She brought her to me. excuse me, I'm thankful that I have the baby, but I am old. Okay, my patience and my nerves, and the lost nights of sleep that you forget about. It's been 11 years since I had a changing diapers and staying up all night, so it's new. But she's perfectly beautiful. She's an amazing little baby, and her little smiles and her personality and her makes everything worth it. It's gonna be okay.
Wow. And you know, as I was driving here, with just even earlier this morning, I was on a visit, and as I was thinking of what I would ask you, the thing that I really want to know, and I bet other people out there would do too, is like, how has your life changed since being a caregiver or foster parent? And it started. That can go in a lot of directions, I know. So whatever you want to, however you want to answer that.
I'll also start with the hardest thing first.
Okay.
The hardest thing has been working. My work schedule, with all of the turmoil of this case in particular, I'm not working. And that's really hard because I had 3 children of my own before I took in these 4. So I have 7 children.
Big household.
Yes.
Wow.
So the adjustment is not only in the lost nights of sleep, but trying to keep a routine and keep the house clean, making sure you cook enough foods for everybody to have seconds if needed.
Sure.
Coming up with a bath schedule.
Oh, yes.
Being thankful for 2 bathrooms instead of just having 1.
Game changer, right?
Yes. You become grateful for things that you took for granted maybe before.
Sure. Wow. And then how about the kids? I mean, their experience, this is new to them, and they're getting them used to the house, or not so much. How your kids are adjusting to having to share their whole life now.
So I'm everybody's favorite TT, even kids that don't belong to me, like the community. I'm the community TT.
Aww.
So my children are used to sharing their space and their food and their everything. It's enough love for everybody, so that's not a problem. Trying to get the kids adjusted to structure is the struggle. When I first got the kids, they were climbing all over the furniture, doing all kind of stuff like you wouldn't believe. And you're stuck at the shock of, oh my gosh, why would you do that?
Sure.
And now you have to figure out a way to teach them not to do that. Like it's...
Yeah. You got little kids. They're a 3-year-old and a 6-year-old developmentally. They're just...
And
learning.
The 3-year-old has a diagnosis. So I don't know if I could compare it to a regular situation or whatever standard situation, but yeah, I've got a lot of challenges throughout the day. I'll say that the challenges are exciting because you don't know what to expect from day to day. And you can look at the situation and become depressed about it, because it's enough to depress anybody. But at the same time, you could look at the situation and just be hopeful for tomorrow. You don't know what tomorrow brings. And if you can make it through a really bad day where somebody pooped themselves, somebody broke something, somebody did this, somebody got in trouble at school. If you pile on everything that somebody did this day, tomorrow, the celebration that you made it through today's challenges for tomorrow makes it easier and easier every day. And it's still worth it. The hugs that you get at night when you tuck them in, it's worth it. You can look at everything on 2 dimensions, and rather than be sad and negative about it, I choose to see things long term, and hey, what I'm doing today could change the future for these kids tomorrow. Absolutely.
And I'm sure it will. And it already is, because they're together.
And they have a routine. They didn't have that before. Like a bedtime, a dinner time, story time, things that those of us who got it, take for granted. You don't even think about the importance of it.
Well, God bless you. Thank you for what you're doing for us and for them and the family. Like you said yes to mom, and you said you kept having extra love and extra willingness to take in the other children.
Yeah. Well, you don't really have there's other choices, but I'll tell you this. My parents are older, and they were older when I was born. I'm the baby. My father is 74 years old. He'll be 75 October 1st.
Happy birthday. Happy early birthday.
He instilled in me two things, which I will take to my grave. Number one, God didn't put you here for you. He put you here for other people. So be a blessing to whoever you can be a blessing to. That's one. And the other thing is, you know where you've been, but you don't know where you're going. And just like you're up today, tomorrow you might have to cross a bridge that you burned and have no way to get across. So your struggle, your challenge, your mission every single day is to do right so that right can come back on you.
That's deep. That's deep. Yeah, that's some really good advice.
So that's my motto, is what I live by, and it helps me.
Well, thank you for, breaking that down and sharing that wisdom with us. Yes, it sounds like you live by like a half glass full.
Yeah, that's half full, never empty.
Yes.
Yes. You got to be thankful for what you have. You could be a millionaire right now, and then something tragic could happen and you have nothing. And everybody that you were mean to, mistreated, you might need them. And even if you don't need them in particular, someone else that you need who has it might be telling you, I'm not helping you because I saw how you treated those people when they needed you. Karma is important, like not just immediate karma, like long-term karma. You got to think about it.
No, I can't disagree with that at all. So, no, that's a good way to live your life. It's not doing harm to others, and being conscious of how your actions can affect you and others now, but also, you in the future and those you love. So
yes,
well, you're planting some wonderful seeds. Hopefully. I'm just saying, you got good karma points, in the bank, I'm sure. So for a long time. So I really hope you're able to tap into those, and you and yours. So can I ask, there's a lot of myths about foster care, about both when it's like someone, like a stranger, like you said, where you don't know, like the child doesn't have a relationship with the person at first, or with family, but just the system period. Is there something that, what did you think it would be like? And how is it really?
So I don't think I came in with expectations.
Okay.
But I was in foster care myself.
Were you?
Thank God that my grandmother took us in.
Okay.
But I didn't know what to expect, so I wasn't disappointed.
Gotcha.
I think going in blind is more important, because your situation or your circumstances or your case might not be the same as the person that you're talking to. And then when someone tells you something, then you think or you expect that. And when it doesn't happen, now you're disappointed.
Yeah, that's the thing. One size does not fit all.
Right.
In foster care. Every case is different.
So I think we've had 3 different caseworkers.
Okay.
We went a period of time where we didn't have a caseworker at all. The supervisor had to step in a lot. There's been times that I wanted to throw in the towel, and not because of the kids, just because I'm not getting answers. I didn't know what to expect. So thank God for Rachel, who has really knocked my socks off in the last week. I needed some support. I needed some help, and I reached out, and I told her one time, and then the same day she immediately started getting things done for me. So I would say don't expect things to be any kind of way. In particular, it's important to only expect what you have control of. And that's patience. Expect to have patience. Expect to have kids who really need you, and deal with the system as it works out for you, as you have to.
Oh, well, that's really true. It's having constantly expressing yourself, right? Because you could have like just not said anything about what you needed, but you just kept asking and knocking on doors and within the agency and to get your issue resolved.
So yeah, so actually, it only took me one time. I'm thankful for that.
Good.
I was reaching out to the supervisor. I didn't know the supervisor was on vacation. So I felt like my complaints or my text messages or my questions or whatever it was in the moment was just going on deaf ears.
Sure.
And Rachel came for a visit, and because she's so she has a peaceful energy, just like relaxing energy. Mm-hmm. I felt bad after she left, but I'm like, I need somebody to vent to. I need to dump all of this stuff on somebody's lap. And I did. I dumped it all on her lap, and she fixed it.
Good.
So I didn't have to reach for her or look for her.
Sure.
And it was fixed. And then I think in the next day or so, I got a message from the supervisor apologizing for not responding and letting me know that she had been on vacation.
Okay.
But definitely, if it wasn't for Rachel, I was like at my wit's end. I don't know what else to do.
No, well, I'm glad it worked out. I'm glad that you found out why there was that little delay. And just please keep doing that. And it's our job. It's on us. We have to, it's good to have that relationship, right? Because you felt comfortable talking to Rachel. And
she kept her word on every end, even bringing back specific things that I needed to my door. Like I didn't have to wait on anything. I can't. I can't be more grateful. Like,
oh, that's great.
Where everything was like, oh my God, I can't do this. I don't know what I'm going to do. What am I going to do? Like freaking out mentally, completely having a connection to one visit from her and everything was fine. I'm okay.
Oh, Rachel's awesome. I'm not surprised that you got your issues resolved when you talked to her. But and you know, that's foster care for you. Some you might not have issues, and then you might have lots of issues. There's so many things that can happen, but we definitely could do better. And we're always trying. We do try. And in meetings and like internally, we do a lot of self-reflecting on how we can be better of service and meet you where you're at and not let you go through feeling as lost and confused.
Yes, that would be greatly appreciated. I have one suggestion though.
Sure, please, by all means.
Since as a foster parent, you're expected to have patience and you're expected to have understanding of each individual person that you're sharing your life with, I think that in turn, we should get awarded that same patience and courtesy, because I have 4 children in addition to my own 3, and these 4 people they have appointments that have to be met, and this has to be done and that has to be done, and I'm only one person, and I don't think that I get enough support on that end. Like, couldn't everything be on 2 days of the week instead of 4, so that I have more time to put into my biological children, or so that I have a me day or something like that? I don't think that enough attention is paid to how much of our time is devoted in a different direction to provide that kind of support. You know, like on a job, your supervisor created your schedule, and this is what you're expected to do this day, and this day.
Sure, yes.
Well, you being my supervisor, if you're my caseworker, I expect you to supervise the calendar as well and say, well, that's a bit too much. Can't we squeeze this in or something like that?
Everybody needs a break.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And this is a job that is 24 hours. because just because the kids aren't at school, they are at school. The ones that are, you can get a phone call at any time, saying, "Go."
And I do.
Yeah. So it's not, you're probably always mentally,
From the moment you peek your eyeball open, just a little peek, you just wanted to just see if the sun was up yet. The minute one of the kids notice that your eyes are open, to the time you go to bed. And then to think of all of the other schedulings and appointments, and I gotta be here, and I gotta do this, and I gotta put food on the table, and I gotta do this, and it's a lot.
Yeah, you're running around, and we could definitely, we can and should give more grace to our caregivers with our expectations, because it is a lot to ask and pile on top. And
also, if I think back to like a year ago, I'll have to say a year ago, because I'm 2 weeks away from saying I've had these children for 6 months. So a year ago, if you would have asked me like, could you see yourself having 7 kids, the answer would have been absolutely not. But now today, if you ask me, could you see yourself without having 7 kids, the answer is absolutely not.
They grew on you.
Yeah.
You found a way to make it work and are doing so.
And I would have a fit if, I know that the mom is trying to get her situation fixed, and I know that the end goal is to get the kids back home. But it's going to break my heart when they do.
Yeah, it doesn't mean that will be easy.
Nor
do we want it to be, because that shows that you really bonded to them and them to you. So
yeah, we have a routine. I purchase hugs and kisses with chocolate candies. Sometimes it's expensive.
Oh man.
And the chaos in the day, I'm gonna feel like empty. Bored maybe. I don't know.
Well, one of the beauties of when the system, when it works out right and well, and it's never guaranteed. That part isn't guaranteed that you get to continue having a relationship, but it does tend. That's the best outcome, is when kids get to go home and you're still able to be involved in their lives. And obviously, that is up to like the birth parents' discretion, but we really need to do as much as we can to like build up those relationships, so there is that trust, and it's better for the kids. They don't have to get just taken away from the home that they had been living in, and they're gonna miss their person, their TT, or whoever it is that's been caring for them. So we love to see when the foster parent and the birth parent get along and can still let the kids go back to the home that they were in and be a support, and have a lifelong relationship. And it's not always possible for one reason or another, but it's so important to try. Well, you're nowhere near that. I mean, you're still in the thick of things.
I know,
probably,
but
I imagine, but
it's in the back of your mind every day. For me, I don't know if I like overthink things, or I don't know, but that's always like when I'm showering them or when I'm tucking them in at night, something always flashes like, hey, they're going to go home one day, And then I have a moment, and then I snap out of it. And the next day, I go through the same thing all over again.
Sure.
So.
Yeah. Well, thank you for doing the best you can every single day.
That's not a problem at all.
So it sounds like this is a rewarding experience for you, even though it
is very much. So thankfully, their mom and I have 0 problems or 0 conflicts. The reward is that I'm here in Rockford alone. All of my family is in the South, and the closest ones are, like, I guess, Chicago. And so for the longest amount of time, it's just been me and my 3 children. And now I feel like a complete family, because it's more of us now, and you have more purpose in your day, and you don't get a chance to say, well, I miss my cousins, or I miss my, I'm busy. My brain is occupied. I'm pouring out love. I'm celebrating birthdays.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so uh, a missing piece to the puzzle that I didn't realize was missing.
Wow. That's beautiful. Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, I know. But kids, I don't know. I love kids. I think if I was a caregiver myself, I'd feel the same way. Like kids, I love my kid. I love my nephew. I love, um, it's so life changing
It is.
to have some kids to love in your life, be they biological or not.
I mean, when I tell you, my neighbor has one child. Yesterday, he was in a car accident. Thankfully,
Oh.
it was not that bad.
Uh-huh.
But his girlfriend, the first thing that she could think of was to knock on my door and bring me the baby while she goes to his assistance to see if he's okay. And he's like, Titi, like, because he thinks the same thing that everybody else thinks. I'm everybody's Titi. So that feeling, just to know that you're trusted. If you think about it, when you had a baby, you didn't trust anybody with your baby, right? Nobody can love your baby like you can.
Right. Yeah.
So to think that someone else trusts you enough that in an event of emergency, the first person they think of is you.
That's a blessing. I mean, what does that say about you? You know, we trust you with the kids. That's why you're doing this job. You know, so I guess this the purposes of this show. There's many of them, but please reach out to us if you think you'd be interested in having your own story of caregiving and fostering and what that could look like, because would get to know you and vet you and give you training and grow some skills. But there are many, many kids, if not now or in the future, that will need a home. And not all kids have the fortune of having a relative or a relative like person that can do this. Some people, their family's out of state, just can't for one reason or another, can't pass the different things that are needed, like and so those kids deserve loving homes too. That they got to build relationship from ground zero, from the bottom up. They weren't TT prior, but you'll become someone special to those kids.
And please don't do it if your heart is not really in it, because you can ruin someone's life just as well as you can be impactful in a positive way. You can be impactful in a negative way if you're not doing it for the right reasons. So just because you have a clean background or you have enough space in your house does not mean that you qualify to be a foster parent. You need enough love in your heart and enough patience in both back pockets and front pockets to get you through it.
Oh, can I give you a high five? Amen to that. That is so deep. That's so true. Thank you for saying that. Yeah, it's not just can you pass a background check and have a house. No, because a lot of harm can come to kids emotionally, and in so many other ways if it's not done for the right reasons.
Right.
So I don't know. We all know somebody that didn't have a good experience being in a home, and we know not everyone has heard the positive experiences, and they're definitely out there too. We want to see more of them.
Yeah.
So I think we're gonna end here. Like what you said, I think I'm gonna just remember it for the rest of the day and help me do my job better. Because my job is to ensure that people are doing it for the right reasons. At the end of the day, is issuing licenses. That's a big responsibility. You know? And going through that process. So thank you. So we will see you next time, everyone. Thank you for being with us.
Okay.
Take care.